เธอจากไปฉัน
Yeah. 1 2 1 2. Welcome to Monday, November 13th. It's your boy ODM, and welcome to the Blackout Podcast. That's right, man. Your daddy's favorite rapper, your mama's favorite DJ. We the ones that took him all the way to TJ. Yo! What's up, everybody? Let me mute this mic real quick because it sounds like you don't want to hear two of me. You know what I'm saying? You can barely handle one. But as everybody comes in, you can read by the caption. Yes, we are talking about this fool, the king of all fools, Felipe Esparza, exposing himself. Because I don't really think he cares about this shit. And I don't either. And lighter shade of brown, being at a swingers party back in the day. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at that. I will get into the explanation here about that, about lighter shade of brown performing at a swingers party. Now, if you don't know what a swingers party is, well, it's basically when a couple goes to, I really don't know what it is, to be honest with you, man, because I've only hearsay. And I think I just gave my answer. I think I gave myself up right there, right? If I've ever been to a swingers party. But from what I understand, it is, couples go and be with other couples in a nutshell. Maybe some of you guys in the super chat can let me know that and tap in and we could talk about it, discuss it. Matter of fact, I got a question up there, Q&A. Have you ever been to a swingers party? So let me know. This is going to be pretty interesting. We got some other shit we're going to cover too, right? But just thought I'd hop on, see how your weekend went. And this is where we can chat. You and I will pin some comments up here and we'll just shoot the shit and talk about, whatever it is you want to talk about within reason. So this fool right here, Felipe Esparza, was recently on the Dr. Green Thumb show. Shout outs to Be Real. I believe last week. And this man, what up, Derek? What up, everybody here? He has some things to say. Derek, you were probably watching this last week. I wouldn't doubt it, man. But yeah, let's just get into this video here, and let's hear about this party.
Phoenix, that was the first place I ever went to a swingers bar.
Yeah,
I was doing a show, bro, Lighter Shade of Brown, and I don't know, the promoter's friend, Lighter Shade, and a bunch of bits of rappers, me and this comedian, Darren Carter, they invited us to I thought we were going to go to a strip bar. I really thought it was. When we got there, it was like $34 to get in, bro. And this was like 2002, bro. Damn. That's a lot of money. And so we paid it, and it was actually swingers.
So we
bar.
paid it.
It's called
Wait a minute, wait.
Encounters.
Let's paint this picture real quick.
Interesting.
So homie is saying straight off, back in 2002, he did a show with us, Lighter Shade of Brown, at this swingers party. Thought he was going to a strip club. $34 to get in, which sounds about right. What doesn't sound right is the fact that I personally don't remember ever performing at a swingers club in Arizona. Now, we've been to Arizona a lot. That's like our backyard. We were just in Arizona this past weekend, and the shit was loud, lit. Shout outs to everybody out there in AZ, Phoenix to be exact. And yeah, it never crossed my mind that I ever been to a swingers party. Now, I do know in 2002, I was in my second year of radio, which means I took a break from doing the rap scene for a minute. So that only leaves one other person that could have probably, been a part of that situation.
But when we get there,
That's why it was so expensive, Doc.
yeah, man, it was like you could bring your wife there and you could watch her do everybody, or she could watch you. But what's weird is, the weirdest thing about this place was you ever been to a cruise ship or a real cheap casino, and they have a real cheap
We was on a cruise ship maybe a few weeks ago. So yes, that shit's really lit.
cheap buffet?
Yeah, cheap buffet.
Yeah, that's what they had, bro. Like mac and cheese.
Oh man.
Vendors.
Candy.
Yeah, man.
So there was no top choices.
cheese nips, nachos,
You said cheese nips.
some dried up ribs, and wings.
If you ever been to a buffet, you already know, man. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call them out. But if you know the buffet HB, think about it. You know. There's only so many buffets in the area. Facts, man. That shit is like dry as hell. A lot of their food because it just sits there under a heat lamp. And that's what just sucks the juices out of it, man. I don't know if you've ever had that experience before, but nah, it wasn't the greatest for me.
And the lady that was putting it together, putting everything there, she was naked too, bro.
Oh
She
man.
was weird. Like, she looked like a character from King of the Hill.
So the nipples in your ribs.
But yeah, man.
Nipples and ribs. That's a bar.
Nips and ribs.
Nips and ribs.
My fond memory is me eating cheese nips and wings and watching this lady have sex with 3 men in the jacuzzi.
Now, you hear what he said right there? This lady having sex with 3 men in a jacuzzi. I definitely don't remember that. All right, so I'm gonna think back here. I started thinking as I was watching this, right, and I was going, wait a minute. All right, could there have been a chance that I was in Phoenix, Arizona at one point, 2002, and I was like, nah, man. Matter of fact, 2002 is when I released my solo album, Shut Yo, and that was the one with Closer on it. And I don't remember going, maybe, but then I was like, nah, man, because I know DWTX, rest in peace, my boy was doing shows heavily back then. So I want to say he was the one that was actually out there touring. I mean, if he was here, he could probably explain that one to you. But I definitely did not ever perform at a swingers club before. So I did some, due diligence here. I went ahead and researched this place because if you listen to what he said, the place was called Club Encounters, right? And so I did some research here. I said, well, let me look up this spot. So I did, and let's see if I can bring it up here. Club Encounters in Arizona. In Arizona, if you know, you know. So I go there. And then I'll just click on the photos because that's what I want to see right away. Nope, that doesn't look like a place that I'd be performing at. First of all, that's a bed. And, makes sense to be at a swingers party, right? So then I go to picture number 2. And there's a stage. So with a pole on it. Now, have I ever performed at a strip club before? I'm not going to say that I haven't. But I want to say that we actually shot a music video to one of our singles, Whatever You Want, back in 97. And that was actually placed at a strip club, but it wasn't even open. We just rented the spot and we did that. We had like an X-rated version too, where the girls were like topless. And, but that was it. It wasn't a swingers club, wasn't a swingers party. You know what I mean? Don't ask me where that video's at because I'm still looking forward for it today. But, Andy Herrera, hey, if you got it, let me know, brother. So then I go to picture number 3. Okay, there it is, little Mardi Gras party. Here's where it gets interesting. This is the jacuzzi part this fool was talking about, Felipe Esparza. And this is the jacuzzi. So this must be the jacuzzi, the Vato, that Heine was getting slammed by 3 dudes. I don't know if there's truth to that, but you heard it from Felipe Esparza's mouth. Here, this looks like one of my rooms back in 1990. Like that's the old school mirror right there. Not the old school mirror with the old school bed frame. That's some shit you buy at like a mom and pop's mattress store or some shit. They'll throw in they'll get the mattress and they'll throw in that fucking mirror frame. But some shit was going on. Look at that. Wait a minute. There's a female right there too. There's a female. Looks like she's ready to get out. Or she's closing the door to get in, if you know what I'm saying. Let's keep it pushing. All right, you got a pool table right there. I'm sure there might be some DNA on that pool table as well. Let me see. What'd you say? Oh, there, look at Derek. Let me see. Hang on. I'm looking at 2 different screens right here. My bad, Derek. Let's see here. Derek says, it must be DLTX performed in Arizona. Only he released an album from Southland Records. That's true. He was on Mr. D Southland Records. Shout out to Mr. D. I spoke to him over the weekend, as a matter of fact, on some other shit. But yeah, he did do the Gangsters Get Lonely. Was it around that time? I think it was a little bit later, like 03, 04 when that record came out. But who knows, man? I don't know. I know definitely it wasn't me who performed. Look at me like Shaggy. It wasn't me. who performed at this swingers club. And not that it's bad, but I'm just saying, like, I would have remembered. Oh shit! Look what we got here. You got the chains right here, man. Look at that. That's some Dominic. Okay, but I did low key. I did have that. Damn fool! I did have that dresser set right there. That's some 90s shit right there. You see that dresser back there? Come on, man. If you know, you know. Let me make that little bigger there for you. If you know, you know. This whole little wooden. We all had one of those. I had a radio up there. This is when I used to live at the bachelor's pad, but this is in my room. That's some crazy ass shit, man. Yeah. So anyway, this was a swingers club. Okay, let's go here. These must be some of the swinger females swanging. This dude got 3 of them. All right, maybe they made it to the jacuzzi. I don't know. What's this, like a backyard boogie right here? Is this where it went down? Some freaky shit. Oh yeah, look. See, you got the chairs right here. That looks like for a stripper waiting to happen to come in. And the guys, you remember at the stripper parties when your homie get married, and then they line up the chairs against the wall, and then the stripper will come in here right in the middle with a pillow. Come on, man. If you know, you know. I'm just saying. It looks kind of sus right there. So anyway, the moral of the story is, man, I don't remember ever performing at a swingers club, especially with Felipe Esparza. Matter of fact, I think I met Felipe probably in around that time, 2002 is when he said 2003. I was actually doing comedy shows here in the Inland Empire, and I would bring out all those comedians. He was actually, I think, opening up for Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy. Shout out to Fluffy at the time. So there's where I first came across him. You know, that whole Que Locos movement, Rudy Moreno, Gilbert Escovel, all the fools we bring out here. Jeff Garcia, we had him here on the Blockout podcast. And so, yeah, man, that shit was crazy, though. Good times for sure. What's up, everybody in the super chat? Shout out to everybody listening on the podcast, on Spotify, Pandora as well. We invite you to come over to the Blockout. You can watch this live on YouTube when we just shoot the shit, man. So everybody tag Felipe Esparza on this and let that fool know. You know, he wasn't wrong. I'm not going to say he was wrong. He didn't say ODM and DWTX. He probably didn't even know we were split up at that time. You know, I was doing my radio thing and DWTX was still touring, making music. So, you know, he probably didn't even know. So I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm just saying I wasn't there at that swingers party. But that would have been some shit, though, to see, man. I'll tell you that much right there. Let's see. What's up, everybody? Shout outs to 89XF. I don't want to destroy your name, man. Blockout Familia. We actually got this weekend, man. We got back. Shout outs to Money Moons. I'm gonna see if he wants to tap in here in a little bit. We had 2 shows this weekend. Friday, we were in Arizona, as I mentioned, at this Apache Gold Casino out in San Carlos. The shit was super lit. Let me see if I can get homie in here. Get Money Moons to tap in real quick. Was at the casino, man. What we did is we flew in Friday, and, you know, we got ourselves this rent-a-car. We actually rented off this app called Turo. I don't know if you ever heard of Turo, but it's kind of like my go-to now when we rent cars, when we go into city, just anywhere, even local. And yeah, because they be getting you at the budget rented cars and the Avises, these places, and it's more of a variety too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more versatile when you rent cars off the Turo app. So if you haven't got a chance to mess with it, I suggest you do. Type it in, and it's really dope. It'll let you know who's in the area, who will basically rent their car out to you. And you know, I've had Teslas. I've rented you know, SUVs. I like the electric cars because I like the motherfuckers just to drive. I'm not big on driving, so I like the driver, you know, the car to kind of do itself, you know, handle itself and whatnot, especially on a straight highway, like if you're going down the 15 or something like that towards Diego or Indio, Palm Springs. So when we got there, we flew into Phoenix on Friday around, I want to say it was like 2:50, right? So we had a couple hours to kill. Go to the hotel, check in. shower up, freshen up, go grab something to eat. This was the plan anyway. But when we got to the airport, see, I do the bookings. If it's not me, it's the homie Albert. But I could have sworn I reserved ourselves a car. So when we got there, the reservation was not there. I looked on my phone, and lo and behold, everything was sold out in Arizona. So now I'm going, damn, the drive to this casino is about an hour and 40 minutes, right? So I'm like, shit, it's me, Money Moons, our DJ, Danny Boy, and Play DeVille. Shout outs to Play DeVille. He came with us on this trip. And we're at the airport, and I'm going, man, Moons, bro, you got to jump on Turo, man. Just see if you can find us a car, any car. I don't care at this point, because I'm going down. All the rented cars there. They're like, nope, sold out. So he finally came across this Jeep Wrangler. Not only with this Jeep Wrangler, like, you know what I'm saying? I normally wouldn't rent. Yeah, but I said, man, just get anything. I did say that. And that was all pretty much that was left. There was a Jeep Wrangler, a neon green Jeep Wrangler. Like, these are like, this is the neon green. Like when you see like the workers, the constructor, you know what I'm saying, on the freeways working like with the just bright green. Like, you weren't missing this car. If you were on the highway, you would have saw us go past. So we hop in this, and it's a small Jeep Wrangler, and we get inside, and it was a hybrid, which was kind of dope. Save a little bit of money on gas, right? So we hopped in, and we didn't end up getting this Wrangler until about another 2 hours after that. We just went through so many different obstacles. And hey, Moons, tap in. I want this fool to tap in. And so anyway, we hop in there, we drive. You know, I grabbed some Chipotle. The homies grabbed some Whataburger. By the way, Whataburger, still not the business. I ended up eating some just because it was right near our hotel. But that was it later on. But these fools went in, had it twice, whatever, so they must like it. I think Play DeVille, he wasn't really feeling it. But Moons, low-key, I think he really loves that spot. Danny, too. So we ended up driving out to Apache Casino, man, and then we ended up getting there right before we go on. It's fucking like 45 degrees outside, and I see a big-ass carnival. So I hit my man. I go, man, are we performing outside? Because I didn't know. I didn't get that memo. So I'm hitting my buddy Albert. I'm like, yo, he usually helps, books our shows for us and handles all with the promoters. I go, man, are we performing outside, bro? Because I'm sitting here with a T-shirt. I got a crew neck, but it was like 48, 47 degrees. That's pretty much cold if you're from Cali. That's me. If you guys are living in cold-ass states and you're used to it and you're used to being outside, more power to you, man. Kudos. But not this Vato, man. I tell you straight out, I don't mix with the cold unless I come prepared. And I'm talking beanies, jackets, hoodies, you name it. So we get out there, and he's like, well, I think so, man. I thought I told you. And I was like, nah, man, I don't remember that. So anyway, I see the promoter, and the promoter's like, no, tomorrow's show, because they had two shows, Friday and Saturday. Friday was with us and MB Riders. Shout outs to MB Riders and the homie Gemini from Texas. And Xzibit, Bone Thugs, they were all performing. The next night on Saturday, he's like, no, you guys are cool. You're inside. Bone Thugs and all them, Xzibit, they had to perform outside in that cold from what I understand. So hopefully they came prepared, if you know what I'm saying. But it was cool. We did our show, man. Shout outs to everybody out there on the reservation, San Carlos in Arizona. It was like their 1 year annual big powwow, big party out there. We were glad we were a part of that. So we did the show. And then we turned around. We came right back because we had a flight the next morning back home in Inland Empire. We flew into Ontario, and we came back home, picked up the wifey, the girls, and then we went and rented another car off Turo, man. I think this one we ended up with a Dodge, one of them Dodge Chargers. We needed something souped up with a sick ass system, man. So we ended up getting one of those, and man, we was flooring it all the way to Indio, and there's where we had that show right there. Shout outs to everybody, man, who was out there at the Indio Fairgrounds this last Saturday. It was dope. It was like a bullies show, mixed car show, mixed concert, and got out there to meet some of the homies. De California, that was one of the artists that performed. My first time meeting the homie. He was hella cool. If you get a chance, go follow De California. You know, he's very bilingual in his rap, and you know, he's very political on the Brown movement. And you know, the dude goes hard. He came out with a mariachi, with a band, you know, with his horns playing. The shit was super lit, man. We were sitting back watching them. Also, got a chance. Shout outs to the homie MC Pancho. What's up, MC Pancho from the Harbor area out that way, man? He was representing him and Chamorita, his wife. Follow them if you don't already. Really cool cat. Got a first time, you know, meeting him as well, and I hadn't got to meet that cat. Yeah, food. Tap in. So then we did, you know what I'm saying? So we out there, we did that show. We stayed the night, got ourselves a little Airbnb, B&B spot out there, which is also dope. If you never had an Airbnb, to me, if you got 5 or more people, I would say it's probably cheaper just to get an Airbnb. That way, you know, you guys are all together anyway. So you get one with, you know, 4 or 5 rooms and you're straight. So it kind of worked out. I think it's cheaper is better. And, you know, we had our girls with us. We normally do that anyway. Shout outs to Mariah Avila. Her and her man were out there. We was kicking it at this spot in Indio. It was a little Mexican restaurant. El Mariachi something. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but it was cool. The only thing about this spot, though, if you ever go there in Indio, is remember they only serve beer. And the only type of alcohol that they have, they don't have liquor. It's like a wine-based liquor. So we had like some palomas, and there was like no tequila in there, but it was like wine-based somehow. First time I ever had that. Did it do the job? Yeah, I can't deny that. So I mean, you know, I was a little lit off that, but then I just felt like I was being cheated because I was paying the same price for a paloma, but it wasn't really a paloma. So if you know, you know, for all the paloma drinkers out there and tequila drinkers. Yeah, man. So let's check the super chat. We'll pause right there. And then other than that, you know, we just did the show. We came home the next day and we just kind of chilled yesterday. And I was scrolling through, like, you know, the internet. But let's see here. What's up to Derek Mallory? Y'all should have been a part of the 50th anniversary of Hip Hop Grammys. I seen Cypress perform, but LSOB was left out. Yeah, you know what, Derek? You're right about that. I didn't even know about it, bro. Like, until I was talking to Mellow Man Ace last week. He was on the podcast, and he was telling me off air. He was like, yeah, man. He goes, I hit up Sendog, his brother, to see if he can get in. And he said he was rapping with him. And I don't know if Mello ended up going. I got to check back with him. But I think that was last Wednesday. Yeah, and it was the Grammys type for the 50th anniversary this last Wednesday. It was at the YouTube Theater in L.A. And again, I mean, guys, I'm going to say it like this. Latinos in hip-hop, bro, like, we definitely should have, you know, we should at least got an invitation. I remember back in the day, there was an LA Grammys type deal. I don't know if there was a Grammys, but I know it was for LA artists based. And I remember Eazy-E was there. They got an award, NWA, and then it was us, Lighter Shade, and I think Mellow Man Ace was there. Frost was there. He got an award. This was back like in 92. I mean, we got recognized then and we got invited then. You know, and I'm not going to say that. Well, I always like to look at the benefit of the doubt, give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, maybe they didn't know how to get a hold of us. But come on, in this day and age, like, social media is there. Our website's loudershadeofbrown.com. All you got to do is search Louder Shade of Brown up on social media, and you know what I'm saying, and we're right there. So there's no excuse. I mean, an invitation would have been cool. Would I have showed up? Yeah, most definitely. Always got to support that. But anyway, maybe in due time. Money Moon's in the building.
What up, fool?
What's
up,
cracking,
dog?
big homie?
Shit, on the way back to the cribbo from OC.
Yeah, what's the word? What's your world looking like right now?
Sitting in this traffic, dog.
And you dealing with that 91 freeway? I was on there earlier, man. Me and wifey had to go out to Orange County. We're in Brandon Park, matter of fact. We're out in your area.
Shit. Yeah, I was out there, bro. Freaking traffic's you know what out here, bro.
That's
even
California,
the fast track
baby.
Even the fast track be messing up.
That ain't that fast. Ain't you mean the slow track?
The slow track.
You already know.
You gotta go slow in that thing because the cops are right there waiting for you, dog, to speed.
That's what I'm saying. What? Like, you got more cops in the fast track than you do on the regular. Like, they ain't trying to sit in that traffic like you.
For real, I was telling Sandra the other day, I'm like, bro, it's messed up. Like, you pay to go in here and they're waiting to give you tickets, and you pay to go there. You know?
You hurry up and pay to hurry up to slow down, man. That's
For
crazy.
real.
But you know what? That's what's living in California like, man. We gotta just roll with the punches. I mean, we've been doing it for like years now, and everything's been up. Like, come on, bro. We were just in Arizona over the weekend. How much were gas
I
prices?
know. Like $3? Was it like $3.50, $3.40, $3.49 or something? All
Bro, so
cheap.
every time we rent a car, right? You know, obviously, you got to fill it up. If you know, you know, and they always tell you to fill it up. So I'm sitting there, man. $40 later, bro. That was it. Like, I wish I can go back to the $40 days here to fill my shit up. And I got a diesel over here, man. So
Fool, and we had a big ass Jeep, fool. 4x4.
I was telling about the Wrangler, fool. Don't try to, hey, don't try to make it bigger than what it is. That was a little
Boy,
ass neon green.
Hey, it was a 4x4, fool.
He said a 4x4. Yeah, we wanted to take it 4x4, but
Hey, don't be hating on the Hulk.
hey, Anthony said, hit the blinker, homie. Hit the blinker.
Shit.
Yeah,
I don't got one. I don't got one, or else I would right now.
So we were talking about over the weekend, man, just the shows that we had, you know, in AZ on Friday and then Saturday, Indio, on you know how we did that thing over there at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, that shit was lit, fool. Well,
So
the Phoenix one was lit.
hey, fool. So what are your thoughts on this, man? About Felipe
What?
Esparza saying that Lighter Shade of Brown performed at a swingers club, fool?
Hey, if I believe it, fool, you're Mr. Seaman back in the day, dog. Hey, one of the first thing I told you, I said, damn, fool, you performed at a swingers party?
He said, Mr. Seaman.
According to this fool, I did.
You know what's
like,
funny?
damn.
What's funny is we actually, I just talked about it. The only time I ever performed in a, you know, strip club type environment was when we did the video for Whatever You Want, which was where Mr. Seaman was birthed. That was the name anyway.
Man, you gotta drop that unreleased version, fool.
I'm looking for it. You talking about the video?
Yeah.
Was
Was there like two versions you shot?
Yes, sir. We did it like Tiger, homie. Like we did a G version and a straight up X-rated version, but I don't even know where that's at, man.
Freaking Lighter Shade was the original, the original Mr. Nasties, making nasties or what?
Yeah. Look at Danny Boy. He's saying the Rubicon. Look at that's right.
Hey, don't fuck with you can't fuck with the Rubicon. Hey, call the homie Mellow Ball.
Mellow Ball.
Know what's up.
Hey, let me see if I can find a picture of this shit real quick. Hold on.
Hey, call the homie Mellow. We got the same whip.
Let me see.
That tennis ball, homie.
Jeep
tennis
Wrangler.
ball green.
Exactly what it was. Tennis ball green. That's what I'm typing in too. Let me see if I can bring that. Oh man, this is. I wasn't embarrassed, but
hey, we
I
were
mean, they got us there.
Fool.
Did the job.
Yeah, at low key, if that shit had some dope rims, we'd be flossing. Bright ass color.
Bro, this was like this is all we had. This is all we had, bro. This is all we had. Hang on.
That or the minivan, fool?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do that, man. Hey, there you go, right there.
Yeah.
More like Lighter Shade of Green, homie. Hey, bro, if you know, you know. We was whipping that, though.
Hey, Tortonator was trying to do a photo shoot with it. Open the back.
Yeah, man. So, anyways, good times in the you never know what you're gonna get, or when you're on tour, I mean, especially last minute like that.
But we're lucky we even got a car, dog.
That's what I'm saying, man. So Derek just brought up the question about the Latin Grammys, man. This last Wednesday, is that what he said? Hold on, he said they definitely left the Latinos out, but put Cyprus on there because they're nationwide. You know, I can't really hate on the fact that Cyprus is on there. You can't. I mean, it'd be kind of upsetting if no Latinos were on there. You feel me? Like, at least they got Cyprus on there, Latinos as we know, and you know, boys did make an impact. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be happy. We got to applaud that at least. Do I feel like their brother Sendar, or not Sendar, but Mello should have been on there? 1,000%. He should have been on there without a doubt. Moons, did I lose you? All right, we'll let him tap back in. But oh, there he is.
I'm probably going in and out right now.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, but you know, that was it was a 50th Grammy hip, celebration for hip hop out here on this side, and you know, there was a lot of acts there, from what I understand, a lot of great acts. But you know, it is what it is, man. Like we don't sweat the small things. Would it be cool to get an invite? Yeah, for sure, man. But I ain't gonna cry, because our real fans know they diehard fans. And
You gotta have the shade on there, fool. Come on, dog. Iconic group, dog. These fools be low key forgetting, dog. But the ones who started the wave, dog. You know.
Yeah, for sure, though. I mean, a lot of our shit does go unnoticed. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. They should have invited Mello with Cypress Hill for sure. Let's see here. The Avila brothers were there and received awards. That's dope. Shout outs to Bobby Ross, Avila, and Izzy. You know, again, man, it's all communication. Maybe they didn't know. I don't know. But I still say you could have reached out, man. But ain't no biggie, homie, on mine. We got this new music firing, popping right now, bro. Like, I'm so excited about fucking Sunsets. I'm so excited about Funk by Nature and the new album. Talk about it, homie.
Bangers, dude. Hey, Sunset's still going up, fool. I was looking at that shit today, bro. Holy shit, it's still booming. Funk by Nature getting up there too, man. And all I gotta say is we got bangers, bro. OB back on the producer. OB back making the beats. Staying ready, dog.
Yeah, bro. And I got to publicly say this, and I've said this before, like one of the big reasons why I got back in the studio and started producing again and rapping because of you, my man. So I appreciate you, of course. Money Moons, go follow my dude if you don't already. This dude's a real one since day one, A1.
Hell yeah, you already know, man. Money Moons on everything.
And that
Brown Royal.
Shit, come on, man. Let me share this tab.
Which one?
Let me share the heat. You see the heat?
Hey, you see every comment be like, "That be fire. That be fire." I think no one knows you made that shit, but everyone be like, "Yo, I made that. Oh, made that shit." You know?
I'm telling you, but like I just got back in the game, and I was just hungry. And sometimes you got to take a break. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of get it. Do something else. And that's what I did. I did radio. But then that was a long ass break. I did some pictures here and there in between, but you know what? I just feel revived now, refreshed, and everything happened for a reason. And from that led me from producing to radio, now back to producing again, and I'm having a blast doing it, man. It's a different time zone for sure.
Hell yeah!
But I love it, bro.
All that '90s back, dog. So it's like you never left, fool.
Nah, this shit's fire, man. Shout out to everybody who've been leaving those comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been doing this. Look, funk, haven't made music in a while, and still better than half of these Chicano rappers. Hey, man, this is just what you guys are saying. ODM still dropping solid verses. That's how a video was made. Battle Ones only. This is real music, badass shit. Like, you guys go check it out if you haven't got a chance to. Funk by Nature, Let a Shade of Brown. Money Moons.
What's up, fool?
Shout outs to Auntie V right here. She says my favorite part of the video is when ODM does that neck move. Hey, you know what I'm saying? There it is. Yeah.
Keep it rolling down this one way.
Hey, fool, if I ain't neck bobbing to my own music, then ain't nobody else gonna neck bob. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real.
Oh yeah. Turtle got down on that video. Shout out to Turtle.
Yeah, shout outs to Dirt Turtle, man. He shot Sunsets as well. The shit was super dope. But shout outs to everybody in the super chat right now. Let me see, man. I pinned a comment here. And I don't mean to keep going back and forth, but back to the swingers party thing.
Hey, so that shit really happened or what?
No. So what had happened was we think, I don't know for sure, But like it had to have been Bobby, bro. It had to have been DXX there performing
When he
because
was solo,
when he
or when
was
he went to
solo,
radio.
bro. Exactly.
Shit.
Because I damn sure don't remember that.
I'm for sure you would remember something like that, huh? For
That's what I was telling the people, man. I was like, yeah, bro, for sure.
dang,
I'm trying to get to this.
that's the 2002. It got fools.
Yeah, bro, we was doing it. I said that's when I dropped Shut Show, the album in 02, and that's what Closer and all that, all those joints. You know, that shit was pretty dope. Hey, real quick, man, let's see here. I want to, you could chime in on this, bro. But can somebody tell me what 50 Cent is doing in this video right here?
Is he flying?
Look what
My boy
somebody did to 50.
My boy looking like Beyonce.
There's not one 50 Cent song that requires him to do all this. And then look at to the right of it, bro. They added this little fairy, and then they added the fairy song. What?
She was a fairy.
Like, I want to know what concert this was. Like, was this a concert? It looks like he's at a rehearsal or something. Somebody in the super chat, please tell me, because my boy just don't look right. Like, this is kind of like you know what this reminds me of? This gives me the Super Bowl vibes when he was hanging upside down.
Oh shit! Was Snoop and all them?
She was a fairy.
Can't believe they did him like that. He's like, yo, motherfuckers better not drop me, bro. Oh man.
Hey, what song was he coming out to though?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says it doesn't say where it's at, where it was filmed at, or anything. I mean, obviously, it's probably his tour, but I haven't gotten to see him perform. So, but I mean,
World Tour or whatever.
That's
going
some
out
hilarious
the
shit. Yeah,
he comes
exactly.
out to end the club. He comes out to end the club with that hanging or what?
Oh, Derek says he was on tour that Busta Rhymes opened up for. So whatever tour that was, they had my man up there on a string, like just waiting, dog.
Sick ass freaking 50 Cent.
Are you included in Tony A's Chicano rap documentary? I know that ALT the Saint included. Ooh, am I included in Tony A's Chicano rap documentary? You guys want that answer? Coming up after this. Oh man, I'm gonna go for the record, bro. I'm gonna say it. No, I'm not in the Chicano rap documentary, Tony A's. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I think it was. I don't know. Maybe it was filmed before me, because if you remember, Moon, when he was on the podcast, the Blackout, late last year, I had asked him about that because people were asking about the documentary. Like, is it still coming out? So for me to ask that question, why would I ask it if I was in it? I guess that's a fair question. I mean,
yeah,
I guess I could still be in it and still ask that question, right? I think I would have mentioned that I was in it though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, for the record, I'm not in there. Neither one of us. Again, who knows? Maybe it was already filmed, in editing before he got to me. So maybe Tony A thinks that Lighter Shade of Brown's not Chicano rap. That could be that too. You feel me?
Some hip hop.
Let's do a Chicano. Can we call it Chicano hip hop? No, let's just call it hip hop documentary, man. He's never gonna drop the doc. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I know you guys been waiting forever, according to what you guys are saying. But it is what it is. Somebody said, I think Derek mentioned, he was like, ODM, no. Somebody else was saying in the comments that I should be the one to do the Chicano rap documentary because of the history, because of the wave we started. And honestly, I'm like flattered by a comment like that and to even be considered. You know what I mean? Dropping that because I've been around since back then. So yeah, it would make sense. I've seen a lot of artists come up, Chicanos in the game. I produced majority of them. You know what I mean? So yeah, that would be interesting. However, man, I don't know if I just got that much time right now. You know what I mean? To put that together. That shit takes timing. Maybe that's why Tony's kind of like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Taking his time on it. I don't know. I mean, most movies are what? Filmed and then they come out not for like another year and a half
2 years
later?
later. Hell yeah.
3 years later?
Hey oh, hey oh, I'm
Uh,
about to dog. I'm going to bring you right now. You know how it is.
all right, tap in. Y'all go fall on Money Moons, man. We'll catch you
All
up
right.
in a bit,
Yeah.
bro. All right, that's what's up, man. Let's see here. What else we got? Speaking about Xzibit, we were talking about earlier Xzibit, man. Xzibit is fed up. He says he's sick of hip hop. Speaking of, Xzibit is sick of hip hop. Says it's lost its staying power. Is what he's saying. You know, Xzibit, his career, you know, started in like mid '90s. You know what I mean? And what was his first song? Man, that shit used to bump. Where he filmed that video out on the beach, and you get played like it was like a violin's playing it that had that. Oh, that shit was dope. That shit sounded like some Ariel, but no, not like that. It was like uh, I forgot what it was. I know one of you guys gonna know what it is. Paparazzi. That's what it is. Appreciate you, Clarissa. Yeah, that was Paparazzi. Man, that joint. I was hooked, and I was like, man, this dude really from the West Coast. He's spitting bars like that. But originally, I think he's from back east. I want to say he's from back east. I'm not sure if he was born, but I'm sure he grew up most of his life here in L.A. Xzibit. Don't come for me, but that's just what I remember hearing. But Paparazzi was the shit. But anyways, yeah, I remember doing some car shows back with homie. And back in the day, Xzibit, really, really cool cat. Of course, you remember him from that West Coast Customs, was it? Pimp My Ride, the homie. You know, he goes on to say, I think the education system has failed us. He says, explaining that the the need to communicate with emojis and farts and beeps in 30-second intervals has caused people to dumb themselves down and communicate with this new language that doesn't give you much room for comprehension or expansion. He goes on to say there's no emotional investment in the music. Like when we were putting music out, he said you had the CD cover, the album cover, cassette, like tangible shit, right? I agree with what he's saying. You're not guessing a lot of things that made us have 10, 15, 20, 30-year long careers don't exist no more. And I've said that and time again. Look, one thing I've said about today's rap, and I can agree with Xzibit. Now, you know, I want you guys to drop your comments too as well on the super chat. Let me know, and down below if you're watching this on the playback. Xzibit has a point. And somebody else said this question, and we were talking about this in conversation, and I kind of used it too. Today's rappers, pick them in the last 5, 7 years, 10 years. Will they still be around? I mean, they might be around, but will they still be impactful as they were, you know, in 20 years, in 15 years? Are they able to sell out arenas? Guys, we're doing shows with Ice Cube, Warren G, Xzibit, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Lighter Shade of Brown, Frost, you know, Mellow Mayonnaise, the beginning stages of this Latino rap. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop is and we're still doing it. Why is that? Why is that? These early 90s groups are still relevant today. Drop your comments right there in the super chat. I want to know that, but I agree with him. Now, the emoji shit, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's just him just being older, like, whatever, doesn't want to fuck with emojis. I get it. But sometimes if I drop an LOL, I feel like I'm old school too. You know what I mean? But I can work with the emojis. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because, hey, you still got to, you know, you got to push forward, man. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind. But that's as far as social media emojis goes. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the rap today and the investment in music is what he said. True. Cats just get in. They do a quick song. Boom, boom, boom. 2 minutes long. And no time, and just drop it. And they just upload, saturate the market. There was a time where I didn't want to come back to the game because of that, because of there was only 2 minutes song. I didn't understand it, and then I had to learn why, because of the attention spans of these artists. They just for people, not artists, but people. It's so saturated. People are just like swiping. You know what I'm saying? Just like Tinder, baby. He says, you had the CD cover, the album cover, cassette. I remember that. Look at this shit, yo. Tangible stuff. You can't find this shit nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You can't find this no more. Cassettes. You know what I mean? And then you would grab them, and then you'd hold them up, and as they was playing in the background, you were listening. Or excuse me, you were listening, you were reading, man, lyric for lyric. If you had the open up CDs, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the good old days. The investment of not just being an artist, but us as consumers, investment of putting your money up. Like, hell yeah, if I spent $15 on an album back in the day, you're damn right I'm gonna look through it. But at least that's what the record labels and the artists gave us. So yeah, I agree with Xzibit 100%. Lakers 911. I dislike the Chicano rap label. It's equivalent to the black QB label a few years back. Hip hop is hip hop without color lines. Sorry for any typos. I'm walking the battle. All good, brother, and thank you for listening while you walking the dog. Let me know what kind of dog you got. My wife wants one. I'll share that in a little bit. But yeah, I don't know about the QB label. What does that mean, man? Maybe you can explain that, brother, what that means. But yeah, I agree 1,000%. And I think it's those people that grew up in that era, in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and early 90s of hip hop. It was hip hop, And I've heard some people recently on podcasts, you know what I'm saying? Like, call out people for, they don't want to be part of the Chicano rap. Oh, they don't want to be there. It's okay. I will be. That's fine. Your sound sounds like that, but what we did was hip hop. Hey DJ was hip hop. Boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. Like we did the boom baps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we represented, and a lot of fools will say, well, your first album was called Brown and Proud. Sure, but nothing wrong with being proud of who you are, but that doesn't mean I'm a Chicano rapper. I'm not labeling it like my man Lakers 911 is saying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask to be separated in the warehouse record stores and music lands and a section back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always stress that. Like, hip hop is hip hop. I agree with you 1,000%, bro. Shout outs to I Love Hey DJ. It's Angie V. What's up, baby girl? Clarissa, I think they confuse Chicanos raps when they really mean Cholo rap, but they don't know it. Yeah, man. I mean, you call it what you see it, how you see it. I mean, and of course, we know who we think of when we think of the Chicano rap label. You see them in memes all the time, and they're in a sense, creators of that movement. Mr. Capone's, the Little Robs, Mr. Criminals. You put them in that bowl. You know what I'm saying? And they fucking ran with it. You know what I mean? Southland, Mr. D. The list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? I've worked with a lot of these cats. I produced a lot of these cats, and but all I'm saying, it was maybe a 5-year gap, maybe a little bit longer, where that label, was birthed. But anyway, but I'm speaking as hip hop as a whole, not to go off topic with Xzibit. He's right. Just regardless of today's rappers, man, it was just the authenticity of living in that era and, appreciating those CDs, having your CD collection in your box, whether it was 10, 20, or even you went from the box to flipping them. And a lot of cats are going to sit here and say, oh, okay, well, you're so old. No, that was a time in our lives, just like social media is a time of your life, and TikTok and all this other shit. Like, I embrace it. I'm cool with it. Hell, I market off it. But I'm saying, generations, things change. There's no different than when we used reel-to-reels back in our days. And then after reel-to-reels came ADATs. You know what I'm saying? More digital. That was a digital era. Ask any producer who was around that time. And then, bam, here came Cubase and Logic and all these other programs that producers started. And the digital world just kind of came in. But, I mean, you ask DJ Quick or anybody else, nothing like that warmthness of a 2-inch reel tape, man. But yeah, great topic, guys. Great topic. Shout out to everybody. Hit Hard Inc. If we still use tapes with some current rappers from today, I would be stuffing the tapes with toilet paper on corners and recording. You're wrong for that one, bro. You wrong for that one. Hey, man, I'm not laughing at you guys. I'm laughing with you. Remember that. But maybe so. I mean, I don't know. That's old school right there, bro. If you know, you know. When you take the cassette tape and, I remember a homie told me once that, there was a way of getting around so your parents wouldn't hear you, if you didn't. He said that the way he would get around with getting away with having like those parental advisory tapes is he would get those tapes that were like rated whatever, and they were just like some pop singers, and then he would record all the gangster shit on there, the Eazy-E's, NWAs, and they would be laid out right there on his bed, and his mom couldn't say nothing because it would say some, like, I don't know, some Paul McCartney shit or something like that. That was the funniest story that I ever heard, man. I got to tell you that shit. But that's the shit you had to do, unless you had a Walkman and you just got away with it. But let's see how long we've been on here, man. Okay, cool. We got about another 9. And so I want to talk about something that really just got me really, got my goosebumps going. Let's say that, man. If you guys heard Keke Palmer sing Selena Quintanillas, pays a tribute, Amor Prohibido. Check this out, man. Let me get this tab up here. This is really dope. It resurfaced on Instagram, but then I went to look for the full video, and apparently she's been singing Selena for the last 8 years or something like that. So shout out to Keke Palmer. She sounds pretty damn good.
From Selena.
Here's her and J-Lo. This is one of the videos. Let me see if I have that other one. We'll just play the one with her and Selena here. This was 4 years ago.
Jennifer wasn't there, so now the thing that the planets have aligned.
Let's have our full circle moment, Keeks.
You guys.
Which song is it?
Okay.
This is so dope right here, man.
Which one is it gonna be? Wait.
Amor prohibido murmuran por las calles, porque somos de distintas sociedades. Amor prohibido nos dice todo el mundo.
Look at J-Lo. J-Lo, let her have her shine. Damn. No, I'm playing.
El dinero no importa ni ti en mí, ni en el corazón. Yes! Oh, baby!
You gotta give her props for that, man. You gotta give her props because, I mean, you know why? It's because she's representing our culture in a way where it's not derogatory, where it's not negative. The fact that that she's a Selena fan, Keke Palmer, the fact that she sings it from the soul and pronounces the Spanish, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's her own. And to me, and you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not making fun of raza or anything like that. She's, bridging that gap, if anything. So shout outs to Keke Palmer for that, man. I love that. I just wanted to share that because she's dope. And that resurfaced. So yeah, man. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I see the Raider fans in there, man. Shout out to Raider. I see our Raiders 2 for 2. You know what I mean, with the new coach. So props to you guys. I'm not gonna hate on a Raider. I'm not gonna hate on anybody, man, because I ain't got no room to talk because Rams ain't doing shit this year. But that's another conversation, man. Let's see here. J-Lo was a background dancer for MC Hammer. J-Lo did a lot of background dancing, man. She, that's what she had to do to come up. In Living Color, we all knew that. And then But what's interesting is how Kiki's was singing that song, and Jayla was in the Selena movie, which really catapulted her career, man. So that shit's really dope, though. What else we got here, guys? What else I got for you? Oh, do you guys see this video of hang on, let me get the rapper right. Let me get my there's a video of they're saying that a rumor this just came out yesterday that Seth Curry, which is Stephen Curry's son, younger brother, reportedly got cut by the Dallas Mavericks after a video of him drinking lean and smoking the marijuana surfaces. You tell me if this is Seth Curry right here, and I'll wait. Let me get this going right here. All right, check this out. First of all, it looks like Ludacris. I ain't even gonna lie, homie. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep pushing. He got the chain. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he definitely resembles Seth Curry, man. And when I saw that, I was like, whoa. I had to watch it again and again and again because the comments were saying, no, that's not Seth Curry. That is, he said, look like the Mexican from Black Eyed Peas. Clarissa, hey, you entitled to your opinion, girl. You talking about Taboo? Or, yeah, he does kind of resemble. But the comments were saying, no, fool, that's not him. That's this dude, Milk. Wait, I don't want to mess up his name. Hang on. Let me get to the comments here. You guys might get it before I do. He definitely looked like his brother. Right. But trip on this. Damn it. I can't find it. There's a rapper named, watch, I've never heard of this dude. And it's not him. I'm waiting for it. Man, Derek, I'm surprised you ain't got this, man. Says fake information is nothing new in the current era. However, it has created stir NBA on Monday with Seth Curry having reportedly been cut. Fake rumor. Please show me the rapper. I was just on his page earlier today. And I know it's this rapper because he actually posted it. And the rapper did. I'm just trying to find his name. It was Milk something, but I don't want to destroy his name either. I could be wrong. But I think he is from LA. Yeah, but it definitely ain't Seth Curry. But it was crazy, man, how people just take something little and that shit just spreads like wildfire, man. I'd be sitting back going, damn. But even I thought it was him, man, until I saw the rapper. And of course, I should have did my homework here. I do have I had this thing up here before. But anyway, that's that, guys. Anything else, man? Any other questions you guys got for me before we jump up out of here, man? I just really wanted to push that, if you're here for the Felipe Esparza caption, whatnot, you're going to have to scroll back, watch that at the beginning because that's what I covered here during this podcast right here on the Blockout. If you guys haven't got a chance, please follow us on social media accounts. It says right there on the bottom, the Blockout Podcast. Please subscribe to if you're here for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And if you're on Spotify, Pandora, that's great too. Subscribe to the channel as well on there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to tap up out of here. What else is going on? This Saturday, though, I do want to push our shows this Friday. Saturday, we're going to be in Lake Paris Fairgrounds. Lighter shade of brown. Let me push that real quick. Get the flyer up here. And yeah, so if you're in the area, shout outs to Little Blackie. He's going to be out there. Little Ross performing as well. We just got added to the bill. And so we're pretty excited about that. So if you're in the IE area, we invite you guys to tap on through, tap on in. It's Blaze Beats and Eats. Shout out to 909 Night Market right there. If you go to lightershadedbrown.com, check it out. You guys can get your tickets right there. But yeah, we just got added to this. Again, Little Rob, us, Little Black, you're going to be on there. Oh, and DJ Quick. How did I forget? DJ Quick will be on there as well, too. And then Sunday, I know they got another event. Shout out to my girl, DJ Angie V. She will be on there as well. And then Saturday or Sunday afternoon, we're going to be in Odessa, Texas. Shout out to Odessa, Texas. We're going to be there for the 52nd Tejano Super Show. That's going to be dope. We haven't been, well, Odessa is near Midland. We were in Midland last year. That shit was dope. Checked out this restaurant called the Rusty Bucket. That was fire. Looking forward to going back there as well. So we will see you out there. Odessa, Texas, 52nd Tejano Super Show. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward. I always love Texas. We always have a great time when we go to Texas, man. But yeah, guys, that's it. Let me just check the super chat one more time. Lubbock, Texas. Would love to come out to Lubbock. Yes, yes. Find us a promoter. Have them get at us. Let's see here. Oh, appreciate that, Hit Hard. Today, as a matter of fact, my lungs, like right now, like when I first started this about an hour ago, I was like, oh shit. Every day's different. I do have to say though, performing this last weekend, a lot better. I'm like at 97%. So that's even close to normal, man. It's just different on, different days. But if you guys don't know, I the whole month of October, like I had walking pneumonia. I was a pinch of it. I don't put that on anybody. Like it's just, especially somebody like me, this is what I do for a living. You know what I mean? Like I rap, I talk, I do all of that. And without your help, there's no wealth. So, but thank you, man, for asking about that. Feeling a lot better. Taking my vitamins now, just staying on my P's and Q's and not trying to stress so hard. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be less of this on this and just, more with my family as well, because that's important. That's your backbone. But muchas gracias to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week. Maybe I'll jump on before the weekend. I don't know, depending on how much work there is. Shout outs to Money Moons for tapping on with us here a little bit early on. And go stream that. Lighter Shade of Brown, Funk by Nature, and Sunsets on the west side. And new album coming in 2024. It is dropping, Lighter Shade. Man, so much in store, guys. Peace. We out.